So Arsenal with the lead at the break, and it didn't take them long to get ahead. But what did you make of that first-half performance from both teams?
I don't think it was a great first-half performance, if I'm being honest. I think it was something... I actually think Wolves would be more happier. They're still in the game. It's still 1-0. Arsenal haven't capitalised on scoring so early. I actually think coming towards the end of the first half, Wolves started to push forward a little bit. And staying in the game against an opposition like this for Wolves is huge, no matter how well you play. So Arsenal started off better. Arsenal started off on top, but it's not one we'll remember for a while, mate, is it?
Oh, no. No, when they went 1-0 up, you're thinking, oh, here we go. Wolves will have to come out. Arsenal will be full of confidence. And the game's fizzled out. And I'm with Connor. The longer now, they'll be more than happy, Wolves. When they go 1-0 down in 4 or 5 minutes, you're thinking, oh, I wish the family never come and watch this. But now, all of a sudden, they're back in the game again. So, for me, yeah, I've been disappointed with Arsenal, if I'm being honest. I know I said they had to just win this game whatever way, but it's just not playing that flowing football. There's no connection around the pitch, and it just seems like whatever they do, they're falling upon it. It doesn't seem like there's a pattern to the play, if that makes sense.
Let's have a look at that first goal. 5 minutes into the game, Bukayo Saka, first goal in 16 games as well for him. You weren't super convinced, though, in this number 10 role for him, but he gets on the score sheet.
He does well here, but if you watch, like, Mane, it comes to Rice here, and then Mane gets back. And I don't know what Mane's doing, but if you watch him, he does his socks. Watch him. Just pulls his socks up, and then he loses concentration. Now he's lost. He don't know where he is. Doesn't know where he is. And that all comes from just as he does his socks. You watch it. Saka's quite clever, because as he goes to do his sock, he goes. Watch, he goes now. He goes, bang, I'm going. And he's lost him. And that's it now. His concentration levels. And it's a good finish. It's a good... Hasn't even looked like it, has it?
We mentioned, didn't we, about kind of a forward being in there and defending. Usually defenders, they open the body up a little bit. As they open the body, they can see where Saka is or where the striker is, just to get older and get your arm out. But you could tell it was a striker defending that situation. It was a great little bit of movement. It was a fantastic ball from Declan Rice. I think we know that's what he can do anyway. Celebration was lovely as well. I know he's obviously just signed a new contract. But a good goal for Arsenal. We just thought they were going to kick on, didn't we? We just thought they were going to kick on, but Wolves just hung in there and, I said, come strong towards the end.
We can have a look at the match stats now, because obviously, it's more in favour of Arsenal, but as you mentioned, especially those last 15 minutes or so for Wolves, they're going to go in at half-time and think, we can definitely get something from this game. Yeah,
don't get me wrong, Wolves haven't been electric in the last 10 minutes of the half, but they've hung in there, and that's the biggest thing. And we mentioned before about being happy. Listen, Arsenal win the game, so they'll be happy out of the two teams, of course they will. But Wolves are still there. They're still with him with the shout of it. And we've seen it early on in the year when they played at the Emirates. They hung in the game, they got one in the 90th minute and ended up losing it. But now we're looking at a situation where they're at Molineux. Can they just hang in there? Can they keep it at 1 for as long as they possibly can? And you just never ever know.
Well, you never know. Let's see what happens in the second half. Plenty more to come. But so far, so good, though, for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka on the score sheet within 5 minutes. Big celebrations for them. Second half coming up next.